Trailblazers. Today I'm here with Krew from Umbra. Krew, can you start off sharing a little bit about yourself and what led you to start building Umbra?
Right. So about me, like a short intro is uh, I've been a product designer since the last 4 years now. Directly joined the Solana ecosystem, started contributing at Super Team India, became a member, and ever since then I've been like working at a couple of startups in this ecosystem itself. And last November, when I quit my last job, uh, I was on this 2 month break trying to figure out what to do next. Like I had this urge to kind of become a founder as well because I'd seen a couple of startups, been a part of a couple of founding teams as well. Took this leap of building something cool, something interesting, something that was not just a Telegram bot or something easier like that. Wanted to build something really complex, something that addresses a bigger mass. And That's why I decided that, okay, privacy is going to be huge in the next couple of years. And That's how I just got into building Umbra.
Can you kind of talk about how you came to the conclusion of like privacy being like a trend coming up or something that you really wanted to work on?
Oh, well, honestly, Umbra is something that I wanted to build for myself. It's a funny story. I have this group chat with a couple of my friends, and uh, all of them track my wallets, so they know what I'm trying to buy or sell. They know exactly how much money I have. Uh, and what happened was on one day, I was trading Fart Time, and one of my friends just called up and said, "Okay, you're getting in so early. Why don't you, just tell the group chat about what you're buying or selling, because we see you trading." And he said, "No, this isn't good. Uh, how do I, protect from my eavesdropping friends?" And that's when the idea clicks in, and then okay, that's the way we do. I just had this idea of building on that. But I mean, of course, like privacy is a huge space. Like crypto is evolving. Back in 2020, I mean, I joined in back in 2021, just after the FTX collapse. And I've seen this space evolve. Now, early in 2021, it was like a young teenager trying to figure things out, but now it's just getting more mature day by day. More capital, more real world use case. But that also means that there is less actual privacy. People talk about decentralization, but what if all your transactions are public? Are you like really sovereign? You know, uh, I realize that crypto to scale beyond speculation, people would need the right to discretion, and the privacy wouldn't just be a feature; it would be a part of this massive infrastructure that we have. And every major financial system in the world assumes some level of confidentiality at least. But then we also saw how teams like Archeum were building a compute layer for private data, and the timing was right. Umbra was is my way of saying that if Solana is going to be the financial internet, it would need an incognito mode, and that's what we are trying to build.
Very cool. And can you kind of break down like the specific product that you guys are kind of building using this privacy and like what are like the specific use cases for this and then kind of how that product is going to grow or expand?
Right. Okay. So I think Umbra is a privacy protocol built to enable users to send, receive, swap tokens privately without publicly linking the sender, receiver, or the transaction amount. Today, every on-chain transfer is fully transparent, which exposes a user's behavior, holding, or even the counterparty's holder, right? Uh, Umbra is solving it by by the two products that we're building. The first one, yeah, is a privacy-focused app. What you can do with this app is you can link every wallet that you have. You can put the capital that you have on that wallet to the Umbra app and start trading completely anonymously on Umbra. Uh, and there is a huge difference between anonymity and confidentiality. What anonymity does is it hides who you are, while confidentiality hides what you have and what you are trading. Okay. Um, and the second product that we are building right now is the Umbra SDK, which is our B2B offering. Uh, this is like the final vision of what we want Umbra to be, which is like the incognito mode for Solana. Uh, any project, any protocol could integrate Umbra and allow its users to be completely anonymous while using it. So yeah, these are the two products that we're doing.
Can you talk a little bit about your decision to like build out an app rather than, I don't know, most people build out like a desktop interface only for like most of their protocols. Why did you guys decide to build out like a mobile app for this?
Right. No, and I mean, this decision was completely on kind of noticing the behaviors of me and my colleagues who were building Umbra. Uh, we never saw ourselves trading using a web app. Never. The only time we kind of traded was either through like Solflare or Phantom on our phones. Uh, and that was just like, it just clicked one day that, hey, pretty sure that majority of the folks are trading through their phones. And it's much more likely that people will be using it in the future way more. And then there was this rush by the team at Solana by building Sleeper as well. So everything's aligned, and uh, and it made complete sense for us to build out the mobile app first.
Yeah, yeah, that totally makes sense. I mean, especially as somebody who wants to use crypto more and more, using it on the phone or using it on the phone just makes sense. So I completely get why you guys kind of made that decision. Can you talk a
And
little
it
bit
was like,
about? Oh,
sorry, and so in order for crypto to be used in our daily lives, it could be a transaction to pay for your coffee. I'm pretty sure you won't be doing it through your laptop, right? It's gonna be your phone who scans a QR code and pays for the coffee. So it's rather to build a mobile app and just a web app. That's it.
yeah, 100%. Can you talk a little bit about like how people would integrate your SDK and what like services that would give like other apps or people kind of integrating this SDK?
Yeah, it's a fun experiment that we're doing right now. We are super close to getting it done with the Umbra SDK. It's still under construction, but it allows any protocol, by the way, to have a layer of privacy. So if it's let's take an example of a project that's helping with payrolls, right? If you have two employees, one in America and one in Southeast Asia, there's going to be a huge difference in the amount you pay your American employee and your Southeast Asian employee. And if it was just being paid through stable coins currently, on revealing the wallet addresses, you could see how much they're getting paid, what their net worth is. Uh, what Umbra SDK would do would it would be just a layer above or below that payroll project, uh, and it would completely make these payments anonymous. However, these payments would be completely verifiable. If those transactions are going to be audited by a government authority or your accountant, uh, everything would check out once you kind of give him or her the data. So that just increases the use case of privacy and just doesn't make Umbra a privacy coin, but also adds benefits to this technology that we're building.
Can you dive a little bit deeper into how it works to kind of reveal these transactions and like why
Uh,
and how people would do that?
right. So hmm, I'm not the most technical person, but of course, I'm just going to explain you things the way that I understand. So, at a high level, Umbra provides robust privacy by focusing on two distinct goals. One is anonymity, and the other one is confidentiality. Okay. The primary feature for anonymity is the ZK stealth pool that we are building. This system is designed to break the on-chain link between the sender and the receiver. The process begins when multiple users deposit their fund into a single shared stealth pool address. Uh, this action effectively just breaks all these assets, the links to all these assets, making it computationally difficult to trace the ownership of any specific fund in the pool within the pool. When a user wishes to withdraw, they must claim their funds. The claiming process is powered by a zero knowledge proof, which allows users to mathematically prove that they have the right to withdraw funds without revealing which specific deposit was theirs, thus preserving the overall anonymity. For maximum privacy, users can select the full confidentiality mode. Here, the ZK proof hides both the origin of the funds and the amount being claimed. Critically, these funds do not actually leave the stealth pool. Instead, they are internally marked as claimed while relaying in the pool and the user's ownership that it's being recorded as a confidential balance. Separately, Umbra offers a feature for confidentiality without anonymity. This does not use the ZK stealth pool at all. Uh, this is designed for direct transfers where parties are known. For example, it could be two institutions, but the value of these transactions must remain private. This is, of course, a service which is powered by MPC, which is, of course, being built by Archeum. Using MPC, the transactions can be processed and validated by the network without any single party ever seeing the unencrypted transaction amount. So it's this is like a perfect blend of not just MPC, but it has a layer of ZK above it as well.
Okay, yeah, totally makes sense. Um, so you guys recently launched a token on MetaDAO. I kind of want
Yeah,
to have you kind of talk about maybe why you made that decision and kind of how the process or the experience of that process.
right. Okay. So actually, it was a pretty easy decision for us to make, right? Like we chose MetaDAO because it represents this new way of community-led fundraising, and this kind of uh, aligns with what Umbra really wants to be. It wants to be a product for the community by the community. Of course, like we built the technology, but the way it's going to be used will be completely dependent on the community. And we were just not interested in the traditional fundraising methods, like a few VCs in a room deciding what gets built. But MetaDAO completely flips that. It lets the community decide which ideas deserve capital. And what's even cooler is futarchy. For those who do not know what futarchy is, it's basically governance by the markets. Instead of voting on what's good, you bet on what will work. The community itself has skin in the game. If people believe Umbra's token will perform better under certain proposals, the market would price it in so that the outcomes are driven by data and incentives, um, and not politics or hype. So, and of course, the experience was just great. Uh, Profit and Colin are running the biggest experiment on Solana. Uh, Plus, we had like this huge community backing us. So this entire experience of like the 4 days where the race was on, it was amazing. Everything was happening real time, and everything felt like community heavy. It felt like all these users who have been trying out Umbra. that they were a part of this journey as well. They were not just spectators. Every move was visible, every metric was mattered really much, and and the team loves this kind of pressure. Like it actually sharpened us to become better builders, better entrepreneurs going forward. So yeah,
How would you how would you say you kind of see now that you kind of have like a community of token holders that like
yeah.
how does that affect the project versus maybe having a single VC like at least in your head so far?
Of course, it's like having a huge weight on our shoulders to kind of maintain the respect, the trust that the community has shown on us. Um, it does it. I mean, capital is good to have. You know, for every startup who's building something at a scale that we are. Uh, but it also brings us other constraints to deal with. It brings us time as a constraint. It brings in community as a constraint. And all of these constraints kind of help you to be better founders. I feel like um, eh, you cannot just be in your own thoughts, build the product the way that you want it. Uh, what we actively do is try to talk to the community as much as we can and build a better product.
Yeah, awesome. Switching topics maybe to kind of how you see the privacy space kind of playing out. Like, let's
Mhm.
say we come back in like 3 or 4 years, like, or maybe let's not put like a time frame on it, but like, how do you like in the end state of crypto? How do you kind of see privacy being like interacting with different smart contracts and apps and stuff like that, and like where you kind of see the end state of, I would guess, like on chain information.
Right. So I mean, first of all, we're just like really happy that the narrative or the sector that we are building in is getting the spotlight right now. And we are doing our best to kind of keep this spotlight on forever, right? Uh, Historically, privacy tools have been really hard to use. Um, and our approach now and our approach in the future is just going to be uh, one thing and one thing only. It's not just to sell the idea of privacy, uh, but make privacy as the default uh, in this space. When user realize that they can swap, send, bridge privately without any extra friction, they would naturally prefer it. Uh, and this would only this would just grow, and this would become the norm if we kind of sell it with a better UX and a better message. Um, Privacy is here to stay. It's not just uh, people who are excited about how about the attention that Zcash is getting, but it's also towards the attention towards the fact that people are realizing that privacy should have been the norm. Privacy should have been the defaults, and this is what I expect going in the next 2 or 3 years.
Okay. And how do you think about kind of convincing people to maybe like trading off some convenience for privacy, or do you think that that shouldn't be a choice people have to make, or kind of how do you think about convincing people to use privacy tools when maybe normally it's not the first thing that pops into their head?
Right. I mean, it's literally I when in general people ask me this question, my response to them is, hey, would you tell me what your net worth is, or would you tell me how much money is in your wallet right now? Like it's that simple of a question. And once I ask these questions to them, they hesitate slightly before saying that no, I cannot. And again, my response is that that's what you actually did while making your last on-chain transfer or last on-chain swap. Uh, and then they start to realize that this shouldn't be, the way things work going forwards. And I feel enough people have started to realize that. And it'll grow eventually. It'll grow.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And I think too, if you guys kind of make it seamless with like the SDKs and stuff like that, then
Oh,
people might not
yeah,
even know that they're using it, right?
yep, yep. And I mean, the end goal is that Umbra shouldn't be visible to people, right? Your wallet is your wallet. It's not reality TV for everyone to see and trace. That's the end goal. It doesn't matter uh, where you are hiding your money or protecting your money. It just matters for us that it's using Umbra to protect it. That's it.
Yeah. And so how you guys gonna like generate revenue from these tools that you build?
Right. It's as simple as any other, any other wallet. It's transaction fees. Uh, every confidential transfer, swap, or bridge interaction that Roots Umbra generates micro fees, let's say. Over time, as more protocols integrate us natively, Umbra would become the privacy rail, and that's how we would generate revenue. And again, there is like a room for enterprise integrations as well, like compliance dashboards, analytics via viewing keys. Everything would be opt-in. All would be like privacy preserving as well.
Okay, very cool. And so what's on the horizon for you guys? Like, what are you guys excited about at Umbro right now?
Right now, we're just like really laser focused on the mainnet and the ecosystem integrations. That means getting Umbra live across like the Solana landscape, Texas, wallets, treasuries, cross-border payments, on-ramp, off-ramp protocols. Everyone is open. We are open to like talking to each and everyone and see how we can help you guys and add the layer of privacy. After that, it's about making like privacy composable so that any dev can plug Umbra in like a Lego block. In the next 30 days, what we are looking forward is to get our technical audits done. Um, we have a proposal going live tomorrow that is requesting funds from the treasury to pay for the technical audits. Hopefully, it passes so that the audits can get done really fast, and we'll be live on the mainnet in the first week of December. So it's a sprint to mainnet from now.
Awesome, that's really exciting. So zooming out a little bit from your work at Umbra, what kind of things in the kind of greater ecosystem have you excited right now?
Man, I think it's this entire space that's just taking all of my excitement, all of my attention. Like I said, that I'm not like the oldest person in crypto. I've been here since 2021, and the most fascinating thing I've seen is this: the ecosystem is maturing. We are moving away from speculation to utility. Um, of course, meme coins are going to be a part of this space, but now we're just moving towards real world applications like payments, governance, infrastructures. I think if not this cycle, the next cycle will be about invisible infrastructures. Like users won't even know that they are using crypto, but everything under the hood would be decentralized on Solana, being fast and of course being private. This is what excites me. Like when I talk to Colin from MetaDAO, he always says that our plans are not in days; they are in years, and that's the same for Umbra too. Like we're just adopting this point of view from the team at MetaDAO, and I'm just excited for the next 3, 5, 10 years in this space. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it will. I think this is a good way to end things. Thank you for coming on and sharing what you're working on.
Yes, sir. It's been a pleasure to be here. Anytime. I'll be back once we're live on the mainnet and hopefully chat more about all things privacy.